Hi guys. Today I went to the gym. Was shoulder try day. Um, Workout could have been better. Gotta be honest. Was not feeling it due to my personal life. Um, Today I just lost my job. So yeah. So if you make it to this point, share, like, do the subscribing. Let people know. I mean, I lost my job today, which honestly, I don't think the career was for me. I don't think I could have done it super long term. I liked the hours, I really did, but that was the extent of liking it. I think I know I will find a way. I've always have. And so, in that saying so, I mean, I did resign before losing my job, but I would have lost it no matter what. There was no saving me. I was set up pretty much for failure. You give a man a gun with no ammo and tell him to fight in a war, he's doomed to fail. I could point it at someone, and all that would result is in my end. And that's what it was. It's completely my fault, I think. I mean, yes, do I believe the whole entire set of circumstances were playing against me? Yes. Am I young and stupid? Yes. Should I have probably have left? Yes. Should I have said no? Yes. Did people benefit from me leaving? Yes. So, I suppose it's my fault. And I know, and I'll own that. But that means I have to figure out what I'm going to do from here. As this man would say, get the fuck, get back up. Who's going to carry the boats, right? Yeah, but this workout, I had like a realization, whatever. And yeah, so I was just going through the motions pretty much. Heart rate was up there. Heart rate was going nuts. So I was happy for that. I says I did this amount of calories. Yeah. Today's weight was really nice. I weighed myself. I was 249.5, which I'm like, amazing. Terrible, because it says I lost a half pound in a day while supplementing in creatine, which creatine should take effect, and I should be ballooning. But yeah, what the heck is that? Hex something. I want to research this. Do you read this? The hex or whatever? What in the heck? Aldi's. I shop at Aldi's from time to time. But what is that? I'm probably shouldn't be drinking this then. That is, yeah. Whatever. I already had one, you know. It's kind of like the people who there's no Diet Coke, you know, at the bar, so they just get, you know, tequila sunrise. Right? If you're gonna go bad, might as well go all out. You know, don't be sort of bad. Don't get like a regular Coke, which I relate, because it's like a regular Coke, 220. I think it's like 140 calories per serving. Or like tequila sunrise, I think is 220. So, and you get the effect from alcohol, not the effect from sugar and water. You know, sugar and caffeine. I mean, yeah. Yep. I had a good talk with my buddy today. With a buddy today about that. I'm like, I know I'll figure it out. He's like, yeah, I know you will. He's like, you've changed. You know, you finally seem to have woken up from whatever you were doing, and that was true. I realized, you know, this job I was working, I'd probably end up bitter after a while working this job. I realized, the work environment was terrible. The people in there, I know what you're talking about. Some of you are absolutely terrible snakes. And if you ever watch this, I hope you know that. You're terrible people. You need to admit to yourself that you are. You need to find Jesus. Or maybe not. It's up to you. Because if you found Jesus, you probably won't like yourself in the mirror. Because it'd be hard for you to admit that you're a bad person. Only your whole family can push you away before you realize you're the problem. Anyways, so there's that. I am feeling nice and warm now. It's really sunny out, and that helped me. I told another person about this, and they will not stop annoying me. They're very, very annoying. They're kind of very controlling. So I probably shouldn't have told them anything, because now they're worried. They want to know where I'm at now, 24/7. I got to let them know. Beep beep. A 23-year-old has to know, you know, has to tell them. I'm 23, by the way. Has to tell them, I'm here at this time. Okay? Like I am 12. I'm going here. And because they're worried about me. I just think they're controlling. Because I am not depressed. Depressed would be like saying I want to hurt myself, which that would be bad. Or like saying I don't want to hurt myself. That would be weird. I mean, yes, I don't want to hurt myself because that would hurt. Why would I do that? It's just a job. It's not that big of a deal. There's like hundreds and thousands, maybe millions of jobs out there. And the job I was working, I was slowly killing myself anyways. I did not like it. I was starting to turn to a bitter person and become like a person I don't want to be. And so now I canceled on many birthdays. I missed many birthdays. I missed so much time with my, you know, family, so much time with my friends. I chose work instead of them. I chose, you know, the money. You know, that's the issue. I was chasing money, and now, as soon as I stopped, you know, chasing the money. Guess what? We don't need you. We don't want you. You're not just a number no more. How dare you think? How dare you? And so I got cut. Not because of my performance. My performance was fine. So, yeah. I'm still in that phase of like realizing, because I was mad at the start. I was mad at the circumstances from the start that I realized I was being set up, that, okay, I got set up because, A, you give someone a bad partner, because I worked in EMS, so there's 2 of us. You give me the worst one and tell me the worst person to work with, and tell me, yep, here you go, the new guy in a new environment in less than 24-hour notice, and experiencing great trauma the day before, not sleeping well. Yeah, you're gonna get me a recipe for really, a recipe for failure. And believe it or not, I failed. I'm a failure, and that's okay. We all fail, but we have to get ourselves back up, right? So please, if you see this, share, like, whatever, because maybe, you know what, I'll post more. Just kidding. I don't care about numbers. You guys mean very little to me. This is my just journey talking. Uploads will still be the same. Might be a little different locations, or might be talking differently, but different times, because I have to get a different job. Obviously, I can't just not do anything. But I might spend more time networking. I networked the whole time I was there, so like I have a lot of good people who are like, yeah, we're here for you. Like, you can use me as a reference. So yeah, and it's like a good reference, not like one that's like they just talk, whatever. They didn't like they don't like the bosses. They don't do anything special for the bosses, which is amazing. So then I don't have to worry about them, If I use them as a reference, oh yeah, this is what happened, This is what happened. It's like, I don't think that's really cool for you to say if I use you as a reference. Be like, so why did this person leave there? It's like, oh, he just wasn't a good fit. That's pretty much what this person will say, and he will explain that how I did good. So yeah, I'm just glad yeah. But the person also decided to look at like how much money I'd be getting this paycheck, my last paycheck, to be like, oh yeah, you got this for this much. It's like, why did you look? You can't do that. Excuse me. You can't. That's my private information, and you looked through it. That is not cool. That's not. Excuse me, I don't look at your paycheck, do I? I don't look at your, like, What? Yeah, they look. Oh my. So there's that, which I will have to talk to them about not being very chill and cool. But yeah, and before they let me go, my boss said something that I just, they, oh, I swear they, like, I've never been, this is the first for me where, like, I've almost been fired for something. Most of the time I've, like, resigned or, I moved out, found a different job, and so, 2 weeks. So this is the first time this happened to me. But this boss said something. I'm like, oh, dude, I just one little tap because you're being not true. Like, you're being a snake. If you're being a snake, I want to fight you. I can tell a snake a mile away because it's a snake. And you're a little snake. Okay, guys. I'm gonna figure some things out. And